What's up, YouTube? Thomas L here. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for another week of, DVD Talk Tuesday. So, here are what's pretty much on DVD and Blu-ray today. Alright, first film I'm going to talk about is The Grinch. I mean, kind of weird that it's being released on DVD instead of, in February instead of December or November. Because back in the days, when Christmas movies, came to DVD, they mainly wait till December or November to release them on DVD. So that's pretty cool that they're releasing this on DVD a little earlier. But anyway, The Grinch I thought was terrific. It was really funny. It was cute. It was heartfelt. Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch was pretty good. Not as good as Jim Carrey, because I gotta say Jim Carrey was still better. But he was still pretty good. And after seeing this, I'll be down to see more Dr. Seuss animated features in the future. So, if you guys haven't seen The Grinch, check it out, because it was really good. Alright, next one I'm going to talk about is probably one of my favorite movies of last year, and that is Widows. I just thought Widows was awesome. The cast in this was pretty cool. You had Viola. Elizabeth Debicki, Colin Farrell. There's so much cast in this, it's really hard to remember from your head. But Widows was a really cool heist film. Good performances by the cast. Steve McQueen did a good job at directing. So Oscar recognition, but hey, what are you gonna do? If you guys haven't seen Widows, it's really fun. Alright, next one I'm going to talk about is Girl in the Spider's Web. This was horrible. It was a completely disappointment. For one, it was from the same guy who directed Evil Dead and Don't Breathe, which I simply adored. But sadly, this was not that good. Claire Foy was terrific in this. Now, there's that. But other than that, the movie just felt flat. It was boring. I really couldn't get into the film at all. Shame that was bad because, Claire Foy was great in it. But, hey, at least she had First Man and Unsane, which were good. So, she's 2 for 1. Still think she should have gotten an Oscar nomination for First Man, but that's another topic for another time. Anyway, next film is the Western movie The Sisters Brothers, which starred Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly. This was pretty decent. It was a really nice little Western film. Jake Gyllenhaal was pretty cool. Riz Ahmed was good in this. It was a little slow, I admit, but it was still pretty decent. It's probably not going to be the best Western movie of all time, nothing like that. But it was a decent Western one. Alright, next one I'm going to talk about is A Private War. Now, I'm actually shocked that Rosamund Pike didn't score an Oscar nomination for this, because she was terrific in this. In it, she plays war correspondent Marie Curie, who sadly got killed. This movie was really interesting. Rosamund Pike was terrific. Jamie Dornan is, once again, he's proven that he's more than just Christian Grey. He was good in this. Stanley Tucci was good. Really decent little film. It's not my top 10 or top 20 favorite movies of last year, but it was still pretty decent. And Rosamund Pike, I'm still a little shocked she didn't get an Oscar nomination, but still, she was really good in that. Alright, also out on DVD is the Danish film The Guilty, which I actually never really seen, but I know that there's an America remake of it in the works with Jake Gyllenhaal, so. Also out on DVD is a film called Black 47, which is a thriller that stars Hugo Weaving and a few other people. To be honest, I saw this trailer and I really couldn't get into the trailer at all, so I just skipped the hell on that one. There's also a film called All the Devil's Men with Mel Gibson's son Milo Gibson in this. I see Milo Gibson following in his footsteps. There's also a film called Gosnell, The Trial of America's Biggest Serial Killer. Now, this is a really good film. I mean, I recently, not so long ago, I did my 10 favorite movie surprises of last year, and this was in that top 10 list. This is seriously a film you cannot watch over and over. It is intense. I mean, what this doctor did is just. I mean, the doctor's name is Herman Gosnell, and it's really even hard for me to even tell you guys what he did. I mean, if you guys want to know what he did, maybe Google Dr. Herman Gosnell, because it's really hard for me to even tell you guys what this guy did. Because it's really it's sickening, and I mean it is sickening. This guy is the worst. This guy is worse than Jeffrey Dahmer. I'll say it that way. Tell you that way. But the movie is actually pretty good though. But the character of Gosnell's not a good guy. I'm glad he's rotting in prison, by the way. Also on DVD is, oh god, Granddaddy Daycare. Of course, this is pretty much a straight to DVD sequel to Daddy Daycare. Now, I love Daddy Daycare. The first one with Eddie Murphy in it, where him and Jeff Garlin pretty much run the daycare in their house. I love that movie. I thought that movie was really cute. It was funny. But then they went ahead and did the sequel, Daddy Day Camp with Cuba Gooding Jr. That was horrible. I mean, that was Son of the Mask bad, you know? It was not that good. And now they got Granddaddy Daycare. I mean, it's coming to DVD, so guess it's not a movie that would be engineered at all, but still, it looks pretty bad. I mean, sad too because it has Danny Trejo, and who doesn't love Danny Trejo? And, I mean, you also got Runo Wilson in this, Barry Boswick. Yeah, I'm not really interested in checking that one out. All right. Also on DVD, there's Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost. Nice. Who doesn't love Scooby-Doo? I mean, I've watched Scooby-Doo tons of times as a kid. Wait, I actually still once in a while watch Scooby-Doo. I'm not like on Boomerang. They'll have like Scooby-Doo reruns. Once in a while, I'll still pop in and watch a Scooby-Doo cartoon. It's a iconic cartoon, and some of the straight to DVD movies was pretty decent too. Of course, my favorite will probably be Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. I've always loved that one. And I'm probably going to check this one out. The Curse of the 13th Ghost. Looks pretty decent. Of course, my favorite Scooby-Doo stuff recent is when they cross over with Supernatural. I mean, I'm not the world's biggest Supernatural fan, but I got to say, that Scooby-Doo and Supernatural crossover was awesome. And of course, Shaggy's pretty much in the news for some reason because like there's like some dumb petition to make Shaggy a character in Mortal Kombat. I'm like, that's weird, but whatever. Anyway, also on DVD, there's the Cloverfield Paradox. Kind of odd that Netflix is releasing their stuff on DVD. That's interesting. But Cloverfield Paradox is a horrible movie. I mean, it was supposed to be released by Paramount, but I guess they felt like the movie's not going to make any money in the box office, so instead Netflix pretty much snatched it up from Paramount, and I could see why it was a really bad film. I mean, this Cloverfield Paradox, they actually showed the trailer during last year's Super Bowl. Then the day before, like after it premiered on Netflix. So, and it's not a good movie at all. I mean, for me it was completely boring. I mean, I couldn't really. I mean, yeah, I couldn't really. Like the film didn't even hardly make much sense. I mean, not and the performances wasn't all that good either. It's a shame because it had David Aiello, Gugu Mafalova, and a few other people. But the movie itself wasn't good. I'll say skip that and just watch Cloverfield and Cloverfield Lane instead. Those two are better, but this one definitely not. Also, there's the Deuce season 2. Now, the third and final season will premiere later this year. I really dug The Deuce. I mean, it's not like a great show by any means, but it's pretty decent. I mean, James Franco's pretty good as two brothers in this. You got Maggie Gyllenhaal, Emily Amita's really good in this. Really decent little show. Now, I admit season 2 wasn't as good as the first season. Sorry. But I still thought it was pretty decent. Alright, that's pretty much it. Oh, sorry. Let me leave you guys. What movies or show are you interested in picking up on DVD and Blu-ray this week? Drop your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas Seuss signing off.